This piece is a fictional story based on the parable of the Good Samaritan. It's a short play called The No Good Samaritan. In it, one of the characters believes that the Samaritan from the parable has killed his father. There's a long history of hatred towards the Samaritans that runs from grandfather to father to son. In the play, with the efforts and persistence of a caring cousin, the character comes to the realization that the Samaritan did not kill his father. He realizes that he was blinded by bigotry and false assumptions. With all this effort by this open-minded cousin, he overcomes years of hate and bigotry, as the lines say in the poem. Samaritan versus Jews. Why the hate? In 721 BC, the northern kingdom of Israel fell to the Assyrians. Many of the people of Israel were led off to Assyria as captives, but some remained in the land and intermarried with foreigners planted there by the Assyrians. These half-Jewish, half-Gentile people became known as the Samaritans. In 586 BC, the southern kingdom of Judah fell to the Babylonian Empire once and for all, as the walls of Jerusalem were breached, the temple destroyed, and the city walls torn down. In the 5th century BC, Babylon was given away to the Persian Empire. Nebuchadnezzar, a Jew, curried favor with the king and was able to return to Jerusalem to rebuild. However, the Samaritans remaining in the land opposed the rebuilding effort and caused problems for all the fellow workers who were there to rebuild. This was the beginning of a long-lasting hatred between the Jews and the Samaritans. Who were the Levites and the priests in the parable of the Good Samaritan? Well, first of all, a Levite is a member of the Hebrew tribe of Levi, especially of that part of it which is provided assistance to the priest in the worship in the Jewish temple. A priest, in the Jewish sense of the term, is a descendant of Aaron, charged with performing various rites in the temple in connection with religious rites and sacrifices.
At last, the end of my quest is near. He should be passing by here soon. Who is that? Who is there?
Samuel, it is I, your cousin.
Eric, what are you doing here?
Well, I'm helping your mother stop you from making a grave error in judgment.
But,
How did she know you'd be here?
yes,
Your mother is not that easy to fool.
what are you talking about?
Well, let's see. You leave home, you're visibly upset. It's the 1-year anniversary of your father's death.
Murder?
Saying you must do something?
I have some items to sell at the market.
Items? What items? You barely have the clothes on your back.
Enough of this. Go back home.
You're going to kill him, aren't you?
Kill who?
The Samaritan. The Samaritan who walks this road weekly. And the one who was near your father when he died.
When he was murdered, you mean?
You don't know that. He could have been a good man.
As my grandfather always said, they're all thieves and murderers. There's no such thing as a good Samaritan.
Samuel, your grandfather cultivated hate towards the Samaritans. And you and your father, you were the crime.
Cousin, you speak in riddles.
I'm just trying to stop someone I care for from making a grievous mistake.
The mistake would be in not honoring my father by avenging his murder.
So tell me, where's the honor and revenge?
It will
not bring your father back home to you.
Maybe not, but that Samaritan will not see the sunset fall on his home or family.
He didn't kill your father.
Will you stop trying to sway me from what I must do?
Your father was robbing him.
Cousin, we may share blood, but you have gone too far. Don't make me spill yours.
Are you so full of hate that
Are you so full of lies?
It's true. Your mother explained it all to me.
My mother would lie as you do to get thee to go back.
When your father didn't return home that night, your mother, she sent friends out to look for him.
What are you saying?
When they found him, he still had all of his clothing.
And this means?
He still had all of his coins.
So?
And he had his sandals.
Yes.
He wasn't robbed.
That Samaritan still could have murdered my father.
For what?
I don't know.
That's because there is no reason. You know what? Thieves sometimes kill. But you know what they always do? They always rob.
What makes you so sure?
Your mother.
And how would she know this?
She spoke to your father right before he died.
What?
Yes. Your mother was trying to protect you.
Oh my God. What? Seems everyone would protect me, but no one would understand me.
Oh, and you blame your mother for loving you.
I'm an adult now. Things like this should not be kept from me.
Then I will tell you the rest. You didn't see him that night because you were staying at my father's house that evening.
I do remember that.
The whole village knows of your father's accident years ago that left him lame.
He may have been late, but he still went to work every day.
So, did you ever see him at work?
Well, no.
That's because in his weakened condition, nobody was going to give him wages for work.
You're wrong. His wages put food on our table.
No, my cousin, it pains me to tell you this, but those were not wages. It was money stolen from travelers on the road to Jericho.
Once again, you pushed me too far.
Do you know how hard it was for your mother to tell me all this?
Why?
She related that after becoming lame, your father felt useless and less of a man. And not being able to provide for his family, that was hard.
I could have helped.
He wanted you to finish your apprenticeship with my father.
This is just too much to bear.
My cousin, I really need to finish the story.
Why not?
Your mother said that he would hobble to the road every day, and he was waiting for unsuspecting Samaritans to rob.
Just Samaritans?
Well, growing up in your grandfather's house, it
And
made
now
that seem okay.
you insult my grandfather?
Hey, it was no secret, but your grandfather, he hated the Samaritans.
All this talk still doesn't mean that Samaritan didn't murder my father.
On your father's deathbed, he confessed to your mother that he attacked the Samaritan. They struggled, and the Samaritan's face, it was slashed. But your father, he fell over the ridge, many feet to a lower part of the road.
And that Samaritan probably left him for dead.
Your father also said it was the only time he ever had to use his knife on that road.
Why are you telling me this?
Because your father, he showed remorse in his dying confession. Your mother, she wanted you to know that.
No.
Hey, cousin, look, there's a man down there, beaten and stripped on the road below us.
It will take a long time to get there.
Yes, but look, wait, here comes a priest.
Well, he should save us a trip.
Yes, surely, he'll stop and help that man.
It doesn't look that way.
How can he?
Walk on by?
My God, he's a priest.
He's not even looking.
He's a man of peace.
He has passed him by.
A man of God.
It seems he forgot that today.
Unwilling to become unclean to save a life.
We'd better start down.
So, you would save a life today and then take another?
He's not a Samaritan.
Well, how do you know that?
Well,
He's been stripped of all of his clothing, anything that would identify his nationality.
Then, you mean he could be a Samaritan?
Should it really matter when a man needs so much help?
Again, you asked too much of me.
Well, look, another man approaches.
It's a Levite.
Oh, surely he'll stop and aid the man.
He's taken the same path as the priest.
What kind of men are these?
Look, the injured man, his arm moved.
See, he's not dead, and they still won't stop to help.
They want nothing to upset the order of their ritualistic world.
They have committed a
Sin.
To not save a life is the same as...
Taking a life.
Yes!
I wonder if they walked by my father.
I'm sorry, what?
I wonder if anyone walked by my father.
Well, wait, what's this? Another man approaches.
Doesn't matter.
Well, it looks like he's stopping.
Really.
Oh no.
What is it?
It's him.
It's who? Oh,
I
him.
mean, his face still carries the scar. You can
Yes,
see it from up
it
here.
does. Yes, it does.
And what will you do, cousin?
I will go down there right now.
What? To kill him?
No, to save the other man.
From what?
That Samaritan.
But he's helping the injured man.
But at what cost?
Because he's hurt. Can't you understand that principle?
I'm getting tired of your preaching to me.
Samuel, you only hear the old faded sounds. A message of hate, having no grounds. Just when will you break the links of hate? For you I pray, before it's too late.
He put oil on him and is loading the man on his donkey. We should follow.
I will go with you.
He's taking him to that inn.
Cousin, you stay here. I will see what's happening.
I will, for now. Well, what did you see there?
It's as I thought. He dressed the man's wound with more ways. He paid for his room, and then he gave the innkeeper more money to pay for his care until he can return.
Really?
Hey, cousin, the Samaritan is approaching us. Cousin?
Why did you do it?
What do you ask, young man?
What my cousin means is, why did you say a Jew?
And you ask this because I am a Samaritan?
Well, we saw a priest who just walked by, and a Levite walked by. But you stopped.
Well,
That scar on your face. How did you get it?
do I know you?
No, we've never met.
Somehow you look familiar.
Did you not hear me? We've never met.
Forgive me if I have offended you.
One should only ask for forgiveness for that which he is guilty.
I was attacked.
Excuse me?
Your cousin here. He asked how I received this scar. I was attacked on this very road a year ago today.
I see you survived.
Yes, my attacker seemed an unwilling thief.
Unwilling?
He attacked reluctantly. His legs seemed bent and shaky, and even with the knife, I sensed he did not want to use it.
But your scar.
Yes, well, this was more me than him.
Really? What do you mean by that?
I grabbed the knife, and I remember it grazing my cheek. Then I fell down and hit my head.
And the man, you say, attacked you.
Why, I believe he fell over the crest of the ridge as I fell.
So you don't know.
Son, I fell. I hit my head. I was unconscious and bleeding. When I awoke, no one was around.
I am not your son.
He seems to hold much anger.
He does, but it was his father.
Whose father?
It was my cousin's father who attacked you.
Ah, the resemblance. And he blamed me all this time.
Yes, he does.
I will pray for him.
But why did you stop for that Jew today?
As I said, I too have lain on this road, hurt, bleeding, and unconscious. I would never leave anyone there in that condition.
Well, you are a Samaritan and a good man.
And you are a Jew and a good cousin. I must leave. I wish you and your cousin well.
So, are you all right, cousin?
Yes, he didn't kill my father, did he?
No, he didn't.
My grandfather was wrong.
Look, no one is right all the time, even those people we revere. Come on, cousin, let us home before it gets dark.
I'll be right there. Cousin, your quest upon this day to keep me from a crime I'd pay, and mother's love and facts unknown to share the truth that cuts the bone. You both would save and not condone a crime of hate, seeds long since sown. Your love replaced inherent hate. No vengeance now, a lifted weight. And here and now I'll mark this day, convict this man and make him pay? No. No guilt is he, but mine so great. God help me one day lose this day.
Come on, cousin, home is in this direction.
Seems you've been trying to point me in the right direction all day.
Come on, your mother awaits your return.
The inheritance of hate. And what has brought about this fate? Is it inheritance of hate? An anger born of slanted views, and those we love can stand accused. Distrust obeys one-sided thought, and it will grow with truth not sought. And walls will rise the height they need to separate on which hate feeds. But what can stop the hate we bear? This ill inheritance we share? One day, one man, hate in his heart, and on this day it shall depart. Amen. How about showing our